You might have heard about Pittsburg, Texas. Maybe it's their famous hot links or the fact that they're home of Bo Pilgrim of Pilgrim's Pride Chicken. But did you know that they were also the home of the first flight over a year before the Wright brothers? Or that they were the home of the first Carnegie Library in Texas? All of this and more make Pittsburg, Texas this week's Expedition Texas Spotlight City. W.H. Pitts first came to Texas in 1854 and settled a tract of land. Pittsburg City Council member Todd DeVinny tells us how that land became Pittsburg, Texas.
Well, I think it was 200 acres, and then he donated some of that to the city of Pittsburg to start the city.
Pittsburg grew from there, and as time, growth, and innovation soon followed.
In 1902, Reverend Cannon, he was the one that came up with the idea from the book of Ezekiel, out of the Bible, to build the first airship, the Ezekiel airship.
And Reverend Cannon was just one of many notable historic figures to call Pittsburg home.
Carroll Shelby, Bo Pilgrim, James Cavender. But the key was we all knew each other, and they were friends, and they were part of the community.
And like a lot of cities, the railroad was important. Pittsburg had lines from east to west and north to south.
It was huge back in the early 1900s because all the crops were grown here. They could load on these trains and get them out of here.
But probably the most notable product of Pittsburg, Texas, those delicious and beloved Pittsburg hot links.
To sit down with a tray and a half a dozen hot links and the chili sauce, it's the best lunch you'll ever have.
So whether it's sampling a plate of those famous hot links or exploring history in the Rural Heritage Museum, you'll see why Pittsburg, Texas is this week's Expedition Texas Spotlight City.